The great white shark is considered to be the apex predator of the world's oceans and have been known to grow over 20 feet in length and weigh up to a whopping 5,000 pounds. As terrifying and massive as the great white shark is, though, millions of years ago there existed a much larger and much more terrifying apex predator of the seas. Measuring an incredible 60 feet in length and weighing in at over 100 metric tons, the Megalodon would make the largest of today's great white sharks look tiny in comparison. Believed to have gone extinct about 3.6 million years ago, there are some who believe the ferocious Megalodon still exists even now. In today's episode, we will look into the massive and terrifying Megalodon shark. In the 1975 blockbuster motion picture, Jaws, the small New England beach community of Amity Island is terrorized by a ferocious 25-foot-long great white shark weighing in at over 3 tons. As huge and as terrifying as the shark in Jaws was, imagine a beast of a shark being many times as large, measuring an unbelievable 60 feet in length and weighing in at 100 tons. This creature is the Megalodon, which prowled the Earth's oceans between 23 million years ago until about 3.6 million years ago. The Megalodon is generally considered to be one of the largest and most powerful predators to have ever lived. The creature had multiple rows of enormous teeth, which were razor sharp and have measured up to 7 inches in height. Their huge jaws could exert a bite force of up to 41,000 pound-feet. The Megalodon was known to inhabit all the world's oceans, although it did seem to prefer living in the warmer coastal waters. Its diet was thought to consist of whales, seals, and dolphins, while smaller juveniles fed on fish and sea turtles. Although believed to have gone extinct over 3 million years ago, it is thought by many that the Megalodon still exists to this day. In David Stebb's book, Sharks and Rays of the Australian Seas, the Australian-born naturalist describes an encounter in 1918 by fishermen who were fishing off Broughton Island near New South Wales. The fishermen reported that a shark of enormous size surfaced near their boat. The men swore that it was definitely a shark and not a whale, and being experienced fishermen, they would surely know the difference. The men filed a report with the local fisheries inspector and stated that the shark measured over 100 feet in length. The men were so traumatized by the sighting that they refused to return to the area to go fishing. While sailing off the coast of French Polynesia in 1933, a father and son aboard the passenger vessel SS Maunganui reported seeing an enormous shark swimming alongside the ship. The father stated, "At first, I thought it was a whale, but when the great brown tail rose in the ship's wake as the fish moved ponderously away from the liner, I knew immediately that it was a monstrous shark. The huge round head appeared to be 10 to 12 feet across, if not more. It was my belief that the huge, yellowish barnacled creature must have been at least 40 or 50 feet long. In 2013, the Discovery Channel aired a documentary titled Megalodon, The Monster Shark Lives, during its immensely popular Shark Week. One of the images shown in the documentary shows the dorsal fin and tail of an immensely large shark-like creature swimming amongst submarines off the coast of South Africa in 1942. The photo shows a span of 64 feet between the tail fin and the dorsal fin, suggesting that the full length of the creature would be in the neighborhood of 90 to 100 feet. In author B.C. Cartmell's book, Let's Go Fossil Shark Tooth Hunting, published in 1978, he tells of an encounter which occurred in the 1960s along the outer edge of the Great Barrier Reef. An 85-foot ship was experiencing engine problems, forcing it to lay anchor and initiate repairs. As the ship was being repaired, the crew witnessed an enormous shark cruise past their ship. The shark was whitish in color, and the crew were amazed at the size of the beast. They claimed that it was at least as long as their 85-foot vessel, if not longer. Fishermen have long told tales of El Demonio Negro, or the Black Demon, said to inhabit the waters of the Sea of Cortez in the Gulf of California, just off the Baja coast. The Black Demon is said to reach lengths of 50 feet or more and has jet black skin with dark, soulless eyes. It overturns fishermen's boats, attacks whales, and can swallow sea lions in a single bite. Although sightings of the Black Demon shark have been reported by numerous local fishermen, proof of the enormous beast has yet to be discovered. In the 1800s, multiple reports of enormous sharks washing up on beaches were documented. Several drawings and illustrations exist from these encounters. However, most experts believe that these were known species of large sharks, such as great white or whale sharks. Over the last several years, numerous reports of Megalodon sharks washing up on beaches have surfaced. Although many of these images are quite compelling, these have all proven to be either basking sharks or very large great white sharks, or complete hoaxes. In 1938, a fisherman off the coast of South Africa landed an unusual fish in his net. It turned out to be a coelacanth, a prehistoric fish thought to have gone extinct 66 million years ago. And this is not the only unusual creature thought to have been recently discovered. Once thought to be a myth and an old sailor's tale, the giant squid has only recently been proven to be real. The first images of the giant squid were taken in 2004 by a team of Japanese researchers. In 2021, researchers off the coast of New Zealand discovered a species of 6-foot-long bioluminescent sharks. Living at depths of 600 to 3,000 feet, the lantern shark, as it has been named, gives off a strange glow in the dark ocean depths. The discovery of these, as well as other recently discovered sea creatures, has given credibility to the possible existence of Megalodon in today's world. The Mariana Trench is the deepest place in the world's oceans. It is 2,550 kilometers in length, 69 kilometers in width, and, at its deepest point, reaches a depth of over 36,000 feet. In comparison, Mount Everest, the highest point on Earth, is 29,000 feet tall. If you placed Mount Everest at the bottom of the Mariana Trench, the summit of Mount Everest would still be 7,000 feet underwater. Only recently have scientists been able to study life in the Mariana Trench and have made some amazing discoveries. However, due to its extreme depths, science has only managed to explore a fraction of the trench. New and exciting discoveries of previously unknown life are being discovered there every year. Many believe the trench is the perfect place for the mysterious Megalodon to exist undetected. Even today, we have only managed to explore roughly 5% of the world's ocean depths. New species of marine organisms are being discovered nearly every day. It is said that we know more about the surface of the moon than we know about the ocean depths. It is certainly possible that the Megalodon shark, a species that is known to have existed, still lives in today's oceans. Until we are able to study the ocean depths much more thoroughly, the existence of Megalodon in today's world will remain a mystery. This concludes today's episode of the Paranormal Report. If you enjoyed today's episode, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. The team at the Paranormal Report really appreciates your support.